Those of you that have been watching my channel for a few years will be well familiar with my little Warco lathe. And you also know that I mainly use it for making model steam engine parts, cylinders, pistons, bases, that kind of thing. That's what it mainly gets used for. However, I do occasionally use it for other things, and it is incredibly useful. This is the most useful machine that you can have in a workshop, in my humble opinion. So today we're going to do something a little bit different. Use it for something a little bit different. Shows just how useful these things actually are. So this is the only window that's in the workshop, and the only part of it that opens is a small section at the top, a little bit like a skylight. Well, we'll close in on that so you can see what I'm talking about. Now this handle here opens and closes the window. Now, as you can see, I can reach it, but it's a bit of a stretch and it's awkward and it's bugging me. So I figured it would be much nicer to have a handle to pull it open and push it closed with. So I was rummaging through my metal store and I found this, which is basically going to be perfect for a handle for that. However, I want to fix it on there, and obviously it's got to be free to pivot. The simplest idea I came up with to do that was like a stepped bush. So here's the obligatory fag packet sketch. So this little bit here will go through the hole in the handle, this bit will go through the hole in the lever, and this will be the back. And then I'll thread the centre, put a hole through the middle, thread it, put a washer and a bolt through this side, and that will hold the whole lot together. So that's the theory anyway, so that's what we're going to do. So I've got a bit of brass bar stock which will do the job nicely in my, this is the R40 chuck, the big one, because we need a reasonable size diameter bit of brass. So the first thing we're going to do is the normal thing, which is face off. Okay, facing off done. So the first shoulder needs to be 530 thou, and that means I've got to take 370 thou off of this piece that's already turned down, and it's a bit deeper than I need, but I can always face off what I don't need. So we're going to go to this shoulder here because it's already there, it's just convenient. So we'll zero up the touch off. Zero up the cross slide. Okay, and we want, we can take fairly large cuts. I'll take off to 40 thou to start with. That's 360. We'll just stop there and do a quick check. Yeah, not far off. So we'll do another 10. I said 376. So as long as doesn't need to be precise, just as long as it's loose enough so that it rotates around it. That's what's the important bit. Well, that's pretty good because I said 376 and that actually is 376. So we'll take off a couple more. It's still a bit tight, so yeah, it's a bit tight. Two more, we should be there. Perfect. Great. So that's that bit done. So now what I'm going to do is face this off so that the boss that sticks out is just fractionally deeper than the thickness of the handle. It's a bit too thick at the moment. Oh, that's perfect. That's absolutely perfect. Right, so that's the first part of the boss done. So the next one we want is 800 thou. So the next one will be 800 thou, and that's got to be deep enough to go through the hole in the actual window lever. So that wants to be 270 thou deep. So for this shoulder, I've set the carriage stop so that this will move exactly 270 thou that way, so it makes it easier for me to actually turn it accurately to that dimension. This shoulder wants to be quite a bit bigger, and I've got to take off 180 thou of this to the carriage stop. So we'll do exactly what we did before. I'll touch off, zero the cross slide, and off we go. Right, that's 180 thou. Now obviously I can't bring the window to this, so I'm going to have to take the work out of the collet and test it on the window. So diameter wise we're absolutely fine, but I need it to go a little bit further that way. It's not, I want it to stick slightly proud of the handle. It's not quite doing that, so I think we can probably cheat. Well, I hope we can. We'll see. That hopefully has done the trick, made it just that little bit deeper. So I'll go and try it again before we... That's ideal. I'm just going to skim the surface of this bit here just to clean it up, and then we can drill and tap the hole and then part it off and we're done. So I've got a 4mm drill, which is tap-in size for 2BA in the tailstock, and I'm just going to drill that. I'm not going to go all the way through. This is quite thick, this boss, so I can go probably halfway and it'll be absolutely fine. Now we'll swap that out for the appropriate tap. Right, 2BA tap in the tailstock. Now this is just my personal preference, but I never ever tap using power. I always do it manually. I just think you've got so much more control and you can feel what the tap is doing. So I put a little bit of pressure on the tailstock, rotate the headstock, and off we go. And of course this is brass, so you've got good quality taps. They'll cut through the brass like butter. So turn the thread out a bit. There we go. And as soon as it gets to the, because obviously this will bottom out at some point, but I'll feel it because I'm turning it manually. I know exactly when it gets to the end of the hole. So you can also feel if it tightens up, starts to pinch. Right, there we are. We're done. So that's that done. Now all we've got to do is part it off, which I'll do next. And we'll bevel the edge just to make it nice, and it'll be done. There we go. Obviously there's my parting off tool isn't quite centered, so there's a little pip on the back which we've got to take off, but no, that's pretty much job done. So there you go. Pretty simple job, but without the lathe, very, very difficult to produce something like this. And you obviously can't go down to your local hardware store and buy one. Off camera I just turned up a brass, I didn't have any nice brass washers, so I just made a brass washer because it just looks nice with that brass washer on. So let's get it assembled and we're up there and working. Another one of those jobs that was on my to-do list done. I think you can see that it actually works quite well. Much easier to reach now, not a stretch. Job done. As always, hope you've enjoyed the video and thanks for watching. Cheers.